Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Admiral Market Session Recap of 16 June 2014. Today I will show you 5 setups. It's Euro Dollar, it's Cable Aussie Dollar, Euro New Zealand Dollar, and GBP Aussie. So we will see how much success we will have. As you can see, our last webinar our last session recap brought up more than 105 pips, and I will show you that later. But as always, before we begin, our fast risk disclaimer. Online educational materials are developed by Admiral Markets Estonia for a global audience. Therefore, please take into consideration that information in this session may not be suitable for everyone. To get a corresponding information on charting, conditions, and any other detail, please visit www.admiralmarketsglobal.com, select your country of residence, and contact an appropriate entity. Risk disclosure statement stating all the possibilities associated with Forex market. By accepting the risk disclaimer, you're also proceeding further with me. And final part of risk disclaimer, Admiral Markets UK Ltd takes no responsibility for the information accuracy. The analysis represents the personal opinion of the author, me, and in no way it represents the actual suggestion for the trade. These are not MUK's opinions, and the website in the video is not the .co.uk website, but the globaluse.com website. Forex is risky business. This should not be taken as advice. It's a personal opinion only, and this webinar is for informational and educational purposes only. With having said that, summary of last session recap of 9th of June was like this. Euro dollar minus 30, GBP dollar plus 60, Aussie didn't qualify, Aussie CAD also didn't qualify, and Swiss yen plus 75 pips, total 105 pips, although I made next day I made a Euro dollar update which hit target price. So we had a great result. I will show you, let me show today also GBP CAD. I hope that you have made some pips today. Basically we had a great setup today here around POC. Also today the price went here from this point. I told you you could have made many pips today. Break of this and also buy from this. So sell from here, buy from there. And if you were following my analysis today on GBP CAD, you could have made more than 50 pips. If you sold it here, you could have made some 20 pips. And if you bought from here, you could have made again 30 pips, because we didn't have a single pip of a drawdown from this point. GBP CAD, excellent pair, I like it. I had my pending order there, and basically, as you can see, for counter trend setups, watch for possible wedge break, it came here, and then for buyers, I couldn't made it easier for you. This was the level to go long, and yeah, well, you can see nice pips from GBP CAD. Also Spiders and Admiral Markets blog, great trades. Euro New Zealand 100, 300 pips. New Zealand yen also excellent trade. So as you know, always pay attention to Admiral Markets blog and Forex Factory. Hello Anis, hello everyone who have joined now. So I'm showing GBP CAD trade from today, which was basically great pair, great day to trade GBP CAD, and we will have many of those good setups. I hope so. So let's see, last recap. 105 pips last week. Euro dollar was basically, I told you to buy at, well, I advise you to buy around 35.70 with stop loss of 30 pips. Well, actually what happened is the trade was activated around there, but soon the pair dropped, hitting the stop loss. Subsequently, the day after that analysis, I made another analysis on Admiral Markets blog and Forex Factory, and Forex Street, yeah. And basically what happened is I show you a buy setup. So bang, from this place you see euro dollar is ranging a lot, and we had also after that webinar, after that setup, we had nice buy setup. Then what happened, GBP was great trade. GBP buy around 67.55, 30 pips stop loss. Well, this was the time of our webinar, somewhere around there, 9th of June, and then the price dropped to my point of confluence, which I showed you. And then if you buy it here, if you bought here, well, a little bit of drawdown, but then look at this. It hit target price, although it went almost 270 pips after the entry. But I count that as basically 60 because it hit TP. Aussie and AUD CAD didn't qualify. They didn't qualify. I was trying to buy a little bit lower, but I didn't have a possibility because you see this was basically the time of our webinar, somewhere around there. This was the time of our webinar, and the price was short of 15 pips. So I was trying to buy somewhere there, but you see, maybe some of you really got into this trade because as you can see, I got my setup pretty fine. It was long trade around this level. So at least sometimes if you don't get the exact number, my analysis shows you that you are basically, you should go long and short. So even though if this setup for me wasn't qualified because I was waiting for 93.20, not 93.35, you knew that you should go long, right? If you follow me. And maybe if you have entered there or there, you would still be in a profit. See, it went almost 100 pips after my analysis, positive. But it didn't hit 93.20 as I was aiming to. So basically, I didn't count the trade as qualified. Same happened with AUD CAD. Also, I was going and I wanted to go basically long. Let me show you. You see? But the price didn't qualify. It was qualified there, but that was 2 days after, and I made the post, I think, on Forex Factory and Admiral Marcus blog. And if you have bought it here, bang, it went up. But after the webinar, as you know, my analysis is valid for today, tomorrow, and sometimes day after tomorrow. And you always should follow, you should always check if I made some updates of my trades on Admiral Marcus blog, on Forex Factory, on Twitter, whatever. So basically what happened is the price didn't qualify because it didn't have a substantial retrace. 3 days after we made it, and it was great, and I posted that on Facebook, right? And Admiral Marcus blog. And trade of the week was Swiss yen 75 and more pips. Swiss yen, it was sell position around 114.35 to 45. You see, if you want to trade those levels, you can make pending orders, but you need to lower your risk. Because I don't give exact number. It's around this zone. It's 10 pips in the zone, right? So we can basically wait for the price to come to our sell point 10 pips close to it. And if you want to trade it, you should not go with full risk, because if the price goes somewhere around there, you can enter another position. So you could place 1/3 there, 1/3 there, 1/3 there. But don't move your stop loss. Never. This trade was great because basically after our webinar we had great sell position here, and it basically went for 130 pips. but I count that as 75 pips. But as you can see, short side, short entries, and many good trades were placed around the region. And we really had a great last week. So those were the trades for the last week. Now let us move to the trades for this week. Euro dollar, as you can see, euro dollar is ranging, and because of that, you know, I'm one of rare people who basically wanted to see, I need to say, euro up. I will show you something now. You will see what I also do for Admiral Markets, and what I also, let me show you here, what I also do for, you can see all of the analysis is also published in Forex Street. But the good thing is I need to find it there so I can show you how many analysts were giving some, how can I say, well, strange levels for me. It's on Forex Street also. Let me find it. I will show you. It's called Forex Street Poll. Yeah, this is the, and look at this. June 16 to 20, in 1 week, many of those analysts predicted that the price will go to 35, 33, 80, whatever, 35, 40, and what I said, and this was on Friday, 35, 85 here. This was on Friday when I made the analysis also for Forex Street, and I did this for Admiral Markets, of course, and the analysis on Forex Street, you see there are many analysts out there, but you can also see my sentiment, because I don't, you know, my style, I don't predict for 1 month, 1 quarter, because we need to trade intraday if we want to be successful. And if anyone want to ask me and want to trade with me, I don't know, teach, learn Camarilla, MACD, or my style of trading, I'm always eager to show my real account statement, so I don't have any problems with that. Contrary to many those analysts and mentors who basically do not show you anything. And this was on Friday, and where was the price today? Basically, it went from here to here, so it almost hit my 35.85 prognosed. Yeah, right. So now pay attention, because I want to show you where the price might go and where you want to see it. One thing is for sure, this is double bottom pattern. If you know the patterns, this is double bottom, okay? 1, 2. Now we have a nice uptrend on intraday basis, and this should be the target if this possible high, it's 35.80. I made it 35.85, but let's say 35.85. If this level breaks, the price could get here at 36.20, because at 36.20 around, look at the region. Just use your mind, use your brain. This was near-term buying, right? Because you see the price went there and it jumped, making a double bottom and triple bottom there. So look at this, historical buying once, twice, third time historical buying. Then it was small buying again, fourth time. And what do you think it would happen if the price gets to this region? Logic is to sell, right? Because this level, 36.20, should be protected. See, now don't look at indicators, stochastics, and I don't know what system you use. Just use your common sense. If you had historical buyers once, twice, third time, fourth time, that means that this level is protected, and sellers are protecting 36.20, right? So my plan is to sell if the price gets there. So I don't get if we don't get exact number 36.20, we can open one trade at 36.11, 12, and then add, keeping the risk the same, right? So if you use 0.3 risk, so you can open 1.0 and then 1. If you use 0.3, you can open 0.1 and 0.1 and 0.1, basically on a retracement. But your stop loss should not be touched. And my stop loss for that particular setup is 30 pips. And I'll be risking 0.9 or 0.8% only in this trade. So I would be looking to position sell at 36.20, targeting 35.50. But of course, I will be watching the trade. And if I see that the price rejects from this region and then goes down and then is stopped around this region, and then I would use my trailing stop. Why not? Trailing stop is a good thing to use once you are in profit. So that is the plan for euro dollar, but where is the buy position in that case? Most logical buy position for me is 35.25 with 20 pips stop loss, targeting 35.70 to 35.90. So if we don't get our sell there, the price may come again in the range. This is range trading, you see, breakout without retest, but then it goes up, it goes down, up, down, up, and maybe it will go down, but maybe it will go here to sell or here to buy. Why did I pick 35.20? This region, guys, is 88.6 and 78.6. So 35.25, 35.20 or 25 is good level to go long, at least for a scalp trade, because you see double bottom, and now if the price makes it here again, there is a possibility to break through this region, but there is also a possibility to make a triple bottom. So for that kind of trade, I would count that as a scalp trade, so 15 pips should be okay. But I would preferably like to see it here. So that is for euro dollar. For GBP dollar, I would look to buy it 69.50, stop loss 30 pips, target 1.70, target to 1.7040. Also, I had the analysis for GBPN here. Sorry, GBP dollar. And yeah, I'm bullish on pound. And this was on Friday. The price on Friday was basically somewhere around there. Okay? See? The price on Friday was, I was making the prediction was somewhere around there. And I predicted that the price go to 70.40. It went to 70.10, but basically it broke this previous guy. And I still think it should go up to 70.40 region. And now the only thing where I can see maybe a short-term trade, short-term long position, is basically somewhere around this region, 43.50 region. But the price shouldn't go below 69.20 if we want to be bullish. Bully candle, look at this volatility, bully candle. Broke through this region, retested, and stops should be placed just below this level. So for me, it's 30 pip stop loss, 69.50, or I don't know, if it comes close to 69.50, lower your leverage, you lower your volume traded, and, well, you can try this position if you want. For me, this is the setup for GBP dollar. Target is this, and target is 70.40, second one. Sell at breakout pullback continuation only if we get the price. If this level breaks 69.20, bang, I will look for breakout retest or breakout pullback continuation towards this level, 68.80 and 68.50, right? So I would be looking to sell it only there. Use your logic and sell it higher, buy lower, right? Okay. Now we have another setup for Aussie, this is Aussie, euro dollar, it's called Aussie. It's basically, this is Aussie USD, it's in uptrend, and first position is to buy at 93.70. Why the level? Look at this trend line, look at this level, put your line here. It might come down maybe, but this is what I see. Somewhere around 93.70 and 75 should be and could be a buy position. 35 pip stop, target 94.20, target to 94.50. So somewhere around there we might find a nice place to go long and go for it. This looks like a potential buy indeed. 1, 2, 3. Almost, this is a triple bottom. Although this was breached, but the break of this double bottom made a trend line here. So I think that this level here is well protected. Really. I think that the level here is well protected, right? Okay. So look for the opportunities to go long somewhere around there. You have 786, 886, you have previous double bottom, and you have trend line. At least you can go for scalp, I don't know, 20 pips, and then put a trailing stop. Okay? And we need to see Euro New Zealand. I would be looking to sell around 56, 63 pips stop loss, 55.50 is target. Look at this. This is descending flat bottom triangle. Set up the pattern which we see here is descending flat bottom triangle, guys. Okay? And if the price gets at the region to sell, I would be looking to sell. 56.60, 56.90, this is the stop loss level. Only 30 pips stop loss, or call it 56.90. Target is 55.50. Okay? I still look and I still think that we can exploit nice setup for Euro New Zealand. Really. Because Euro New Zealand, now New Zealand currencies are very strong. New Zealand currency is very strong, and basically Euro is weak. And when you get Euro, which is weak, it's a sort of currency strength. With New Zealand, which is strong, the most logic thing is to sell, right? But not just fundamentals go in favor of Euro New Zealand. We also have a good and sounding possible sell, which is very technical here. This is technical sell, not just fundamental sell. This is W only if this level is broken, and then it might go down, right? But at this region here, we can go for a bang, for a down. So if it pulls back around 56.60, I would be looking to sell it. Okay? And GBP AUD, I would be looking to sell around. Oh, sorry, this is, let me see, did I write it correctly? GBP AUD. Yeah, it's not sell trade, of course. It's a buy trade on GBP AUD if we get the setup. So, sorry, I will correct this. This is my buy setup. This is 80, 50, 30 pips stop loss, and 81.50 is the target. So GBP AUD could come around this region. You see a lot of historical buying. Mohammed asks, should GBP dollar go to 67.50? I don't think so. From current standing and current market conditions, I don't think so. It doesn't look like it might go to 67.50. Because if you follow, it's 69.50. I don't think it might go to 67.50 now. But you see, it's only 30 pips stop loss. So it's 30 pips is really well low stop loss for these kind of trades. And GBP AUD, possible buy around 80.50. Use your trailing stop on GBP AUD because it's a fast pair and you don't want to lose much. You should always use your stop loss trailing stop if you want to trade these fast moving pairs. So around the region, you see the price made a hammer, then it broke through the level, retested and go long, but ultimately I see it at 81.50. You call it 81.40, 81.50. Because if it breaks 81.43, which is historical resistance, it should go to 81.50. So use your trailing stop. Okay? Use your trailing stop and don't be afraid to use trailing stop. Even if you get 15 pips out of it, it's still good because those are free pips. And I think it should be a target if GBP is strong and GBP wants to go further up. So we also could have a GBP AUD up to 81.50. So I will show you slides again, and if you have any further questions, you can ask me. I will gladly respond, answer you. So if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask me. Okay? This is euro-dollar plan. This is GBP dollar plan. This is AUD. No gold. I don't trade gold. There is a question. Any view on gold? I don't trade bullion. Gold, silver, I don't trade it. What is Camarilla MACD? Camarilla MACD is the method which I use for trading analysis, which I posted here on session recaps. You could have made more than 2,500 pips in the last couple of months if you traded those setups on Mondays. We didn't have any losing week on those setups. And Camarilla MACD is the method which I have invented for trading analysis, and it's a paid method, so if you want to learn it, do not hesitate to contact me. I missed the Camarilla webinar. Can I download video with indicator? You can watch the webinar, which was introduction to Camarilla and how you can trade with Camarilla naked. If you want to watch the webinar, it is uploaded, I think. But if you want indicators, you can. If you want Camarilla indicator, you can email me. I will send you. You know my email. This is my email. And if you want indicator Camarilla and historical Camarilla, I can send it to you, so no problem. And Camarilla webinar is basically introduction to Camarilla and how you can trade 4 setups with only having a Camarilla indicator. That is not Camarilla MACD, that is Camarilla only. This is, sorry, I will make it right. It's Aussie, not AUD, it's Aussie. EUS. Position buy 93.70, 35 pip stop, 94.20, 94.50. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's tomorrow is monetary policy meeting minutes, but I expect it to be bullish, guys. So any pullback could be, I think it might go up. So yeah, if you want, if you're afraid to go with Aussie because there will be strong news, then guys, well, what I can say is be careful, be very careful, right? Be careful and don't enter any strong trades on that release. Monetary policy meeting minutes, okay? And what I can see here is Euro New Zealand 56.60. I would like to see it around this region, not exact point, around the region. 35 pip stop loss, 55.50 is possible target. Okay. And GBP AUD, this is the setup. Use your trailing stop, use your risk. And let me show you further webinars. Be sure to sign up for basically hourly daily pivot point exclusive indicator, which is reserved for live accounts. You will be getting hourly and daily pivot point, which is hard to get today, especially hourly pivot point. Daily pivot point is very accurate and it's connected to hourly, but hourly pivot point is very hard to get, so be sure to sign up. I will explain how you can use it. Weekly Forex recap each Monday, live trading lab with Chris. And on 18 June of 2014, I will tell you the truth behind commonly used indicators. So, study which was conducted and basically which are the indicators which are most useful, especially for new traders, statistically proven. Okay? And then how to trade with Android and iOS platform. Especially I will be concentrating how you can trade with Android platform, because I use also Android platform when I basically am not home, I'm not close to my office, so I use my mobile phone. So I will show you how to set it up. Okay? and many good webinars there. So those are the setups for today, tomorrow, and possibly the day after tomorrow. Pay attention to it, pay attention to levels, follow my updates on Twitter, Spiders Den, follow my updates on Admiral Markets blog, because if something changes around these setups, I will be posting it. And of course, expect some new setups on other pairs tomorrow. Or the same pairs if something happens and we do not get the sell or buy or, I don't know, primary and alternative position. So first is to watch for any of those setups. Is it a primary position or alternative position? And if it doesn't get hit, I will be making maybe a new setup on those pairs. If it gets hit, then use your trading stop, use your money management and trade management. Okay? So generally, you can see that Euro is ranging, GBP is in uptrend, AUD is in uptrend, Euro New Zealand is in strong downtrend, and GBP AUD is in uptrend. And if you don't have any questions, we can conclude the webinar. And as I told you, be sure to follow any new updates on those 5 possible trades which we might have very, very soon. So thank you guys for listening to me. If you don't have any questions, I can see that, yeah, any dollar CAD setups, no, Mohammed, no, for all the dollar CAD setups, not at the moment. I didn't find any good setup on dollar CAD. Is it possible to receive indicators from older webinars that you have presented? Oh, Farkas, it's very hard. It's very, very hard for me sometimes, because I can try to just email me and I will try to send you. But you know, it's always better to ask me after the webinar for indicator, because you know, I receive so many mails each day, and sometimes I even do not respond to some emails. So just ask me, send me an email, I will try to search for it. There is no dollar CAD setup at the moment, Mohammed. There is no any dollar CAD setup. Yes, New Zealand dollar is in uptrend. New Zealand dollar is in uptrend. Let me show you. I know where New Zealand dollar is here. Let me find it here. Yes, it's in uptrend, but retracement is way too big if you want to follow it. Look, there is a gap on the platform, but you should go for a deeper retracement if you want to buy it. And it is in uptrend, yes. General uptrend. No questions, processing the info. Thank you. You're welcome, Ives. Thank you, Adrian. Is it good to trade more than 2 pairs at once? Hippolyte, that is a question you should ask yourself. I think that you should watch for risk management and money management webinars, because you can trade 10 pairs at once. But let me tell you, let's assume that your risk is 0.5% and you are using 35 pip stop loss for the risk of 0.5%. That risk allows you to safely trade 0.3. So you can go with 0.1, 0.1, and 0.1, actually making 3 trades at once. Or you can go with 0.2 and 0.1 to actually basically trade 2 trades. But you need to use correlation also. I will be making a webinar on Friday. I will show you many great news, because a Supreme edition of Admiral Markets has correlation matrix. I will show you everything, so be sure to sign up for Friday webinar about Admiral Market Supreme, and that will be very useful if you trade more than one pair at once. Okay, so be sure to sign up for the special webinar on Friday to show you what Admiral Markets have prepared. Correlation at your charts. Great tools, many good tools to use with Admiral Markets platform. I will show you that, so be sure to sign up. 8700 only will be touched if 80, sorry, this is double bottom, yeah, this is 87. I'm not sure that it will be touched soon, because for me, if you ask me about New Zealand dollar, in my opinion, it should go down first, then up. You have two, this is double top, 8700 is double top. So first, I would go for retracement because there is resistance here, and then go long for 87. But this is resistance, and double top, and I would restrain from any new setups on New Zealand dollar until it makes a nice pullback to lower levels. Okay? So this is it. If you want to ask me anything, just go ahead. No problem. I can still answer your questions. So if you don't have any question, we can conclude the webinar. So again, for 8700, I won't be making any trades on New Zealand dollar because I want to see a pullback. And if I spot the opportunity, I will analyze it and post it on Admiral Markets blog, Forex Factory, Twitter, so you will be seeing it. Admiral Markets blog first, Forex Factory second, and then Twitter. So be sure to check those sites, of course. Yeah, thank you, Rahul. You're welcome for asking. It's okay, of course. So I remind you again to sign up for special webinar on Friday. I think it's scheduled. Let me check which date is that. It's 20 of June. Yeah, there will be a special webinar about, I don't see it here, but I think it will be scheduled, about Admiral Market Supreme Edition. I will show you what tools you can use with Admiral Market Supreme Edition. Correlation matrix, trade managers, you will see. Okay? And of course, premium webinar for live account holders, hourly and daily pivot points, exclusive indicator. Okay guys, if you don't have any further questions, we can conclude the webinar. So thank you again for listening. Be sure to check for any new updates, and I wish you many green pips, many green pips this week. Thank you, and talk to you very soon. Yeah, cheers.